welcome to the Math Path. We are following a little butterfly from the last video to this. This one, last one was about naming. If you skipped it, the short version would just be, we got to be able to name things. To name means to assign and associate some kind of a symbol with a thing. So that's language, and I don't know, maybe you could do math without doing that. I'd have to think about it, but basically we're going to say that you have to.
You wouldn't be able to say that math was math.
Wouldn't be able to, wouldn't be able to say much of anything. You'd be able to do it. You have to make it all concrete. We've made it as concrete as possible, or we're trying. We're all about being concrete, rotating those shapes, not talking. So today we're going to do the next video, which is about lists. A list, just a bunch of things. You've given a name to the things. Now you have a bunch. You have a bunch of them. All right. So we're gonna do a video about lists. We're gonna use as our example, our teaching example, the most famous list, perhaps of all time. And who can guess what that is?
I can.
Yeah, you can. It is going to be,
The 10 Commandments.
the 10 Commandments. So, this is a little spelled out thing. It's a mnemonic device. You just you spell this, and if you get the letters right, then you have it. Like you would use just, if you were spelling mnemonic, you'd probably get that wrong. But we want to get this right. Side note: look at this beautiful whiteboard. The best whiteboard is glass. Okay, and you just need something on the reverse. Make it white. You could paint it white on the reverse. Another side note, speaking of reverse painting, in the last video, I forgot to mention this beautiful painting is by the great Ron Russell, who kind of co-invented or maybe rediscovered from medieval times, whatever, reverse glass painting. Well, no, it was invented because he was reverse glass painting with electricity, with arcs from like a Tesla coil. So if you watch Star Trek: The Next Generation, you sometimes see artwork kind of like that hanging up on the walls of the quarters of the crew and stuff. So anyway, here we are. Side note about side notes, by the way. This whole little journey is a side path. It's all of these several videos are going to be a side path. It's all kind of the things that you need in order to be able to count in the traditional way people count. You need to be able to name things. You need to be able to have lists. You'll see. So it's a little bit weird. Maybe you don't think of it as totally mathematical. I'm not trying to be weird. I'm not trying to do some cutesy like Carl Sagan. To create an apple pie, you must first create the universe. To do it from scratch. But even though we did use that motif in the last video of creating the universe, but basically, pretending to any false rigor. There might be other things, but these are just kind of the basic things that I can think of that are prerequisites for being able to count. You can skip them if you already know how to count or whatever. Okay, so here's the 10 Commandments. Doesn't look like the 10 Commandments. First we have to say these are all words. Give, shakass, water candy. Okay, so you imagine a boy, some boy in India or Palestine or something. He has kind of a weird name, shakass, and he's hungry, he's thirsty, he needs something, and so you give him either water and candy, or maybe water candy, saltwater taffy. Have you ever had saltwater taffy?
I have.
It's yummy, huh? So, and then he's happy. You save his life. So that's how you remember. Give, shakass, water, and candy. If you study this for a little while, maybe by the end of the video even, you'll remember this, and then you'll remember the 10 Commandments for your whole life, how many thousands of hours have you spent in Sunday school? And do you know all the 10 commandments? We can take a few minutes and you'll know them. So, the G is for God. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Okay? The I is for idols, or literally images, is what it says. Don't have any graven images. The V, do you remember what the V is for? It's for don't take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. Vain, like maybe claim to be speaking for him, claim to have his authority when you really don't. Things like that. That would be taking his name in vain. Lots of ways to take his name in vain. Okay. S is for Sabbath. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Okay. H. Remember what H is for? No? Anybody? H is for, it's like the famous college football rivalry. H is for honor, except actually O is for honor, and N is for knowledge. Oklahoma versus Nebraska football team rivalry. In this case, we spell it with H instead. K is definitely not for knowledge. It's for, what is it? Kill. Thou shalt not kill. A, adultery. Thou shalt not commit adultery. S, what else should thou shalt not do? Steal. Okay. Then, this is a kind of a hard one. W, thou shalt not bear. Hopefully you can see this. False witness. Whoops, yikes, oh my goodness. I elbowed you. Are we still recording?
Yeah.
We got a train and an elbow. So, I shall not bear false witness. And then what's the C for? Anybody know? What?
Covet.
Covet, that's right. Thou shalt not covet anything that's your neighbor's. That means don't be mad because they've got something good. You can just, doesn't mean you can't try to get something good for yourself too, but don't try to take it away from them. Like the government, like a moocher. Okay, so there we go, the so-called government, the nation state. So here's the list. Give, shakas, water candy. Can you imagine it? You imagine it in your mind. You're in this dusty street. There's the kid. He's looking really hungry. You take out of your pocket the saltwater taffy. You hand it to him. Oh, the smile on his face. He's so happy. He takes it. He eats it. He savors it. That's the 10 Commandments. If you can remember, give, shakas, water candy. You can probably, or water and candy, whichever is easier for you to remember. Maybe he's thirsty and like sweets. I don't know. Give shakas, water and candy, or give shakas, water candy. If you can remember that to yourself, then you'll remember the 10 Commandments. And I've said it enough times in this video, maybe you already remember it if you have a good memory. And just do a little bit of spaced repetition, remind yourself tomorrow, and you'll be on your way. You'll be set. You'll remember this for the rest of your life. Annabelle, do you know without looking, what's the sentence up there?
Give shakas water candy.
Right. And do you remember what the G is for?
It is for God.
And the I?
Idol.
Yep. And or image. And V?
Vain.
And then the S? Remember the... No? Sabbath. The Sabbath day. Saturday. S for Sabbath. or whatever. I don't want to get into controversy. Maybe it's Sunday. Whatever. It's the Sabbath anyway. Okay, and then what's the next one? H.
Honor.
Yeah. K is next. Thou shalt not.
Kill.
And then A. Commit.
Adultery.
And then S. Thou shalt not.
Steal.
And then the W, what is that? Water. W.
Witness.
Witness. And then the C.
Kill.
Not kill. We already got kill. Covet. That's right. Covet. Somebody knew. Okay.
Yeah, but she looked at it.
She was just looking.
She was just looking and telling me.
I know.
I got it.
You got it all? Well, there we go. This has nothing to do perhaps with math, but you can memorize lists like this by doing
Like
memorized
numbers.
things. Okay?
Like numbers.
Try the Mega Memory System by the Mega Memory guy. He used to have infomercials. And I have his tapes. They're pretty good. All right. You never hear about him anymore. But people probably still are trying to memorize things. All right. Bye-bye.